Before we start, please support our channel by subscribing, and click the bell icon for future notifications. Now, let's start. Today we're gonna tell you the storyline of the movie Bullet Train, from the year 2022. The movie starts in Tokyo, where a man named Yuichi Kimura was devastated seeing his son in coma, after being pushed off of a building by an unknown person. Feeling mad and about to take his vengeance, he then decided to look for the person in the bullet train. A train that goes from Tokyo to Kyoto. Inside the train, he encounters an innocent-looking girl, where in fact she was an assassin. The girl with the nickname the Prince, then tased Yuichi until he faints. Going back, a few moments ago at the station, seen a guy with the nickname Ladybug. There he also got a mission to steal a suitcase from the bullet train. The suitcase was guarded by the assassin's brothers, known as Lemon and Tangerine. Beside guarding the suitcase, they also have a task to guard the son of a Yakuza, named the White Death. While having a chat, they didn't realize that the suitcase that they were supposed to guard was already stolen by Ladybug. They were panicked by the missing suitcase, and decided to split off to look for it.
Well, it's not anymore.
Waking up from his faint, the prince then told him that she was the one who harmed Yuichi's son. Hearing that, Yuichi went furious, but he could do nothing, because right after that, the prince also told him that she already sent another assassin to kill Yuichi's son if he dared to do anything to her. The prince then says that there's a secret suitcase belongs to the White Death, and asks Yuichi to work together to steal the suitcase. Back in the past, White Death was only a regular Yakuza member, but one day he decided to carry out a rebellion, and killed the Yakuza's leader with his own hands. He then took over the Yakuza, and made the group as the cruelest Yakuza until the day Lemon and Tangerine failed to find the suitcase, and decided to get back to their seats. But how shocked they were, when they found White Death's son already dead, with blood flowing from his eyes. Of course this made them panicked, because they failed not one but two of their missions that day. Back again to the past, there was another assassin known as the Wolf. He was a lone killer. Growing up, he then fell in love with a girl from a bar, and decided to get married. But on the wedding day, his wife and all the guests died of poisoning by someone unknown. And coincidentally, the condition was the same as White Death's son. So it can be concluded that both of the deaths are caused by the same person. His search for the killer then directed the Wolf to the bullet train. There he met Ladybug, and he then instantly stabs him, with the thought of Ladybug as his wife's killer. After a short fight, the Wolf's knife then bounces on the suitcase, stabs him and kills him instead. At the first stop, Ladybug then immediately tried to get off the train, since his mission was only to steal the suitcase. But when he was about to reach the door, he saw Lemon guarding the exit door. He then went the opposite direction carelessly, and bumped into a doll-costumed person. And with unknown reason, the costumed person held onto the suitcase and won't let go. But fortunately, Ladybug manages to take the suitcase back. Because he failed to get off the train, he then immediately calls his boss Maria. There he told Maria that he indeed was in the Wolf's wedding party, but then he also convinced her that he was not the one who poisoned the guests in the party. Soon after, he hid the suitcase and met Lemon. There Lemon suspects Ladybug as White Death's son's killer, which brings them to a fight. It was a fierce battle, but they also tried to not make too much noise, since there were also other passengers in the train. There Ladybug manages to defeat Lemon by hitting him with a laptop until he passes out. Soon after, Ladybug accidentally uncaged a highly venomous snake named the Boomslang, which then he sneaks himself away from the snake in fear. Because he felt that his cover had been blown to Tangerine, Ladybug then decided to trick Tangerine by giving his glasses and hat to a random passenger. Soon after, Tangerine and Lemon get a call, saying that the White Death group is gonna check on the suitcase and White Death's son on the next stop. They then came up with a silly plan, where Tangerine is going to face the group to report their status, while Lemon was acting as the son's puppet master, so it looks like he was still alive. On the other side, the prince and Yuichi finally managed to find the suitcase, which then they worked together to open the case, and put a bomb inside the suitcase. Meanwhile, Tangerine manages to track Ladybug, which leads them into a fierce battle in the train's kitchen. In the middle of the fight, Tangerine suddenly got a call again from his group, saying that they were gonna check on the suitcase on the next stop. Their Ladybug then offered his hand to face the White Death's group.
I even know what lemon looks like.
On the stop, they then faced the group with a fake suitcase, to convince them that the suitcase is safe. When Ladybug tried to bluff by shuffling the suitcase pin, stupidly, he made the suitcase opened, and blown their own plan. And thanks to that, White Death's men knew that Tangerine and Lemon failed in guarding the suitcase. At the next stop, Ladybug suddenly kicked Tangerine off the train, but somehow Tangerine managed to chase the train and break into the train. On the other hand, Lemon accidentally met Yuichi and the prince, and because of his ability to read people's expressions, he then instantly noticed that they got the suitcase with them. But with her innocent face, she manages to fool Lemon by saying that the suitcase was with Yuichi, and she was taken a hostage. It angers Lemon, and makes him shoot Yuichi right away, and then they hide the body in the bathroom. But while they were hiding the body, Lemon accidentally saw a gun in the prince's purse. Because she has no excuse anymore, she then immediately shoots Lemon and hides his body in the bathroom with Yuichi's. Soon after, seeing the costumed person, bumped by Ladybug earlier, it turns out that inside was the Hornet, another assassin. Apparently, she was the one who kills White Death's son, and the one who kills the guests in the Wolf's wedding party. Not long after, Ladybug and the Hornet finally met. There, Hornet tried to inject a poison to Ladybug, but before the poison was fully injected, Ladybug then stabs the syringe back to the Hornet's arm. And when she was about to take the antidote, Ladybug then snatched it and cured himself instead.
What do you think, bitch?
Get you something?
On the other hand, while Tangerine was looking for Ladybug, he found Lemon and Yuichi's body instead. He was so devastated, and determined to avenge Lemon's death. Soon after, Tangerine met the prince instead. And again, she tried to act innocently to fool Tangerine. When she walks away, Tangerine then spotted a sticker on her back, and he instantly noticed that she was the one who killed Lemon. When he was about to shoot her, Ladybug suddenly appeared, and helped her instead. The prince's innocent look successfully fooled Ladybug, which made him kill Tangerine. He then invites her to get off the train at the next stop. But the prince then thwarted the plan by pretending her bag was stuck in the train seat, which then forced Ladybug to get on the train again. There they met Yuichi's father, the elder. In the middle of their conversation, Ladybug was suddenly bitten by the boomslang. He then ran himself to the bathroom and trapped the snake in the toilet. While outside, the elder said that the assassin the prince had sent was already eliminated by his subordinate. Hearing that, she then ran herself in fear, away from the elder. After getting rid of boomslang, Ladybug then went back to his seat and continued his chat with the elder. There, the elder told him that he was having a grudge on White Death, because he was one of the witnesses of White Death's massacre in the past. It turns out that White Death was not only killing the Yakuza's members, but also their families. And in that incident the elder lost his wife, while Yuichi survived, because he was hiding in the closet. He was determined to avenge his wife's death and asks Ladybug's favor to make it happen.
Forever. Makes things right. You see.
Not long after, they found Yuichi and Lemon, which surprisingly were still alive. But even though he is alive, Lemon is still sad because he knows that Tangerine died. In the middle of their treatment, they got into an intense argument. They blamed each other, where Lemon blamed Ladybug for killing Tangerine, and Yuichi blamed Lemon for shooting him. The elder then stops the argument, and tells them to prepare themselves for the final stop, where White Death and his men were already waiting for their arrival. There, Ladybug came outside with a suitcase, and became their hostage. On the train, White Death met the prince, and it turns out that the prince is White Death's unwanted daughter. Thus makes her vengeful, and wants to kill her father with her own hands. But of course he was not easy to threaten, especially by a girl like the prince. White Death then orders his men to check on the train, and kill everyone remaining. Outside, White Death revealed that he is the one who made the assassins met on the train. He arranged everything, and even sacrificed his son, so that the assassins would kill each other on the train. He does that because he wants to avenge his wife's death, to an assassin named Carver. And he thought that Ladybug was Carver. When he was about to shoot Ladybug, his men then opened the suitcase, which caused a big explosion. The explosion then throws Ladybug and White Death inside the train. And right then, the Elder and Yuichi started their attack, while Lemon was ordered to run the train. Soon after, Ladybug joined Lemon in the cockpit, where they were both confused, because they didn't know how to stop the train. At the same time, the Elder and White Death finally met. The two sworn enemies then fight fiercely. When White Death was about to shoot the Elder, Ladybug finally managed to stop the train, and made the train derailed. And finally, the White Death was shot dead by the prince, which then the prince also died, getting hit by a truck. Ladybug, Yuichi, and the Elder managed to survive the accident, where Ladybug was then picked up by his boss, Maria.
Did you need rescue?
And fun fact, the truck that hit the prince was driven by Lemon, who also manages to survive. And the movie ends. What do you think of this movie? Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and drop your thoughts on the comments section below. If you have any movie you want us to recap, please do tell us in the comment as well. And until next time,